of Bright Beginning Toastmasters Club. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Okay,
Good.
what a wonderful day to start with a meeting. So today I have thought to share one good mental model. It is that it is a basic mental model that I have read in the book by Charlie Munger, but it is so common, and if we be aware of this, then we can avoid uh, like we can use in our daily life. And that one of the mental model is that I'm going to tell you is that use it and lose it, or lose it tendency. So uh, all skills that we acquire that attenuate with time. And uh, and one of the that Polish pianist named Paderewski said that if he didn't practice for a single day, he would feel the difference. And if he wouldn't practice for a week, then the audience start feeling the difference. Just like Paderewski, just we also can think about there were many skills that we knew in our childhood, but now we really use it, and now we don't have that skill anymore. And so one of the ways to to uh, improve it, and that Charlie Munger mentioned, is that what you can do is practice those skills, those rarely used skills, maybe at a certain cadence, or maybe when you start learning it, just like reach a really good level. Once you reach a really good level, maybe you don't practice it for a long time, but when you start doing it again, you would acquire that skill like easily, and you would reach that level as well. So without wasting the time, I let's move forward. And to run a smooth meeting, we have some housekeeping rules in place, but before that, let me state the mission statement of the club. The mission statement of Toastmaster is to provide positive and learning environment in which members are empowered to grow their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and their personal growth. And now we have some guidelines, and those one is that please keep your phone on silent mode. If you haven't done that, you have 5 seconds. People who are joining virtually, please keep yourself on mute mode, because it might disturb the host or whoever is speaking. Uh, and please, rule number 3, please refrain yourself to talk about politics, religion, and sex in derogatory manner. And members and people are also requested not to speak during the meetings. Let the proceedings continue. If you have any thought, you can share at the end of the meeting. Now, please help me in inviting the presiding officer for the today's meeting, Toastmaster Meg. Over to you.
Good morning, Toastmasters and the guests who are, we are anticipating to be the Toastmaster soon. So, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day today. Not only it's a Saturday, it's a holiday for everyone. But there is one more thing, which is just on the corner. I think it's on 7th. It's speech. So, I would like to ask each one of you, we know about teach, we gorge on sweets at this point in time. But why do we celebrate Tej? Any one of you would like to tell me why do we celebrate Tej? What is the significance of Tej?
It's a mystery to me. If anyone can solve for it today,
Yeah,
we'll be really
that's
happy.
what we are going to unfold today.
Toastmaster Shanu, maybe you can enlighten us.
For sure. So, as you mentioned, Toastmaster Will, It's a change of season. It's not change of season, it's a monsoon season. But I'm asking, why do we celebrate Tej? So Tej is on 7th of this month, and it's an auspicious day as per the Hindu mythology. Yes, Toastmaster Maya. It is equivalent to Karwa Chauth of Fourth and digital to celebrate life or we write this thing in last time. Okay. So let me tell you the exact reason of why we celebrate Tej and why we offer prayers to Lord Shiva and Mata Parvati. So it's said that after 108 births, when Lord Shiva finally accepted Lord Mata Parvati, and in that birth, she was she was known as Tej Mata. That's why we celebrate Tej on every year. And this year, it's falling on 7th of August. Because we all know, that we gorge on gavers and a lot of sweets during that season. A lot of people, due to their belief, they don't eat non-veg or they don't take drinks. But the whole concept of, apart from being, how this we transform from summers during the monsoons, where there could be a lot of possibility to catch infection. That's the reason, as a sort of a purification and precautionary steps, we take these things. But how that transform that to a religious belief, that's I just wanted to highlight. And today we have few guests with us. We have two Toastmaster, uh, Mr. Anshuman. So I would like to invite Anshuman. Anshul, my apologies. Anshul, would you like to come on the stage and share a few words about yourself? Tell us about you. Yeah.
So I just speak into it. Uh, Hello, everyone. My name is Anshul, and this is my very first time at Toastmasters. I am a former merchant navy engineer, and I recently quit that profession, and I'm moving into another one. I'm transitioning into another one. I had a few months to myself, some time to myself. So I found this club, and I thought this is something that I can learn. This is something I want to learn, and about public speaking, communication, something that I can improve on. So, I spoke with Mr. Mayank, and here I am. This is my first time, and looking forward to learning. See, thank you.
That was really interactive from you. Thank you so much. Now, may I invite our next guest, Toastmaster. That's one. Actually, we have Jaswant and Jagat.
Hi, myself Jaswant. I'm currently staying in Gurugram, and I have currently I'm working with one of the manufacturing company called Passenger. So here I am managing their administration department. So this is my the third guest as a guest class. So looking forward to you guys. Thank you.
Now you should join this one. It's time.
Now, may I ask each one of you to give a big round of applause, because today we have with us our area director, Mr. Jaswant. May I invite, sorry, Mr. Toastmaster Jaswant, may I invite Toastmaster Jaswant to share a few words? Sorry? Sorry, Toastmaster Jagat again. So sorry, Jagat.
Thank you. Good morning, all.
Jagat maybe might be yes, but better is that I have a Toastmaster and I'm proud to be a Toastmaster. That's what is my identity right now. And I'm here and I want to
Toastmaster Jagat, like you are not fully audible.
uh, now I'm audible properly.
Audible online audience.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. My name is Jagat Mehra, and I got the role of area director this time in H1 area. and I heard a lot of about the Bright Beginning Club. And when I heard about the Bright Beginning Club from the Anshuman, from the Mayank already a very experienced Toastmaster, and he had already experience about the area director. So I was quite confident that I will meet a lot of talented people, and that's what I am feeling here. I am feeling very motivated. Let's hear a lot of things from here, and I am here to learn many things from you. So thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Shawnee. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sorry. Uh, okay. Now, may I call upon on the stage Toastmaster Pooja and her expectation from the meeting?
Am I audible?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Pooja Kumar. I am a very new Toastmasters. I joined in the month of May. I got to meet most of you at the oration event. Right now, I'm a member of PV Toastmasters Club and at the same time, TPTM, Turning Point Toastmasters Club. So I am very much passionate about public speaking and looking forward to learn from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja. Now, may I like to call upon our Toastmaster Mike to start the meeting proceedings?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Connor. And we also have Toastmaster Ashutosh, Toastmaster Mayank online.
All right.
Uh,
Hello, Toastmaster Ashutosh. How are you doing today?
Though he should be disqualified as a guest, but I'll sign that petition. He can still introduce.
Point taken, Toastmaster Anshuman. Good morning, everyone, and very good to be coming back to the Bright Beginning Club. So it's a place where I found energy, synergy, and a lot of learning opportunities. And Toastmaster Mayank is always having very infectious energy. So very good to be back here. So I think the most of the people might know me. I live in Mumbai. I work in sales, and I had been a Toastmaster with different clubs, and had been kind of inactive for about 2 to 3 months, last 2 to 3 months. But again, I found the opportunity to connect with the BBC club. So that's it from my side.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashutosh. All right. So, well, it's the summer season, the monsoon season. Who all have planned a vacation? Anybody? No. Don't plan in this weather. There are landslides, there are waterfalls, and there are also airport slides as well. Where the whole airport falls down. But talking about vacation, can somebody tell me the maximum number of people for whom you have planned a vacation together? And of course, excuse me, if you are a travel agent. Mhm. So it's a family vacation you're talking about. So maximum number of people? 10. Okay. 4. Maximum number of people for whom you have planned a vacation? 4. 6. Online? Anybody?
I have also planned for four
4.
people.
Okay.
8.
8. You know what? I love challenges. And I've planned one for 17 people once. And I have planned one for 14 people again. Yeah? And hence, I'm the Toastmaster of the day talking about it. The do's and the don'ts. So let's talk about planning a vacation for, let's say, a family of 3 or 4. Okay. And let's say a situation where it's you, your parents, and maybe let's say a child of yours, hypothetically, let us consider. So what are the key elements that you will keep in mind when you're planning such kind of a vacation? Okay. Now we have 2 formats to it. Either we can keep it discussion, that what will be the priority thing, or it can be a mono dialogue. So all those who are in favor of my monologue, please raise your right leg. No. So we are going to do a two-way communication. So if you're planning a vacation like this, what would be the key elements of that vacation? Pooja.
My traveling with my she eats essential vegetables.
Okay.
I also generally with my like this place where like eat little bit nature.
Okay.
I will prefer more the cleanliness. People
Okay.
should concentrate if I'm with my car. It should be not should be a wrong right. That's way
Very nice.
we are traveling by air. Then completely and hotel end of day. But there should not be much of
Okay.
if you are going with it.
Don't talk about sea voyages.
See what you do with that. So this is more
Mm-hmm. Lulu? बढ़िया मारवाड़ियों का यही प्रॉब्लम है हम लोग का. Wherever there is a temple, there is a pilgrimage or a tourism, or wherever you have planning a tour, there has to be something nearby. Otherwise, you can't have something for everybody. Okay. So, Toastmaster Disha, you seem to be very, very quiet today. So, why don't you talk about if you were to plan a vacation, what were the key elements you will put in place?
So, firstly, who are we traveling with? Is it the family? Is it the work colleagues? Are we traveling solo? That is the first and foremost thing. If we are traveling in a group, how many people are there? What are their interests? What is the budget? So these are some of the initial key things that needs to be taken care of.
Okay, got it. So, for me, when you're planning a vacation with family, it has to be appropriate time, anything from 5 days to 7 days. In terms of number of hotels, if I'm traveling with my parents, especially, the change of hotel should not be more than two, at most three. The duration of travel, if you're taking a flight or wherever, the car has to be comfortable. It has to be an Innova, no matter what. It has to be an Innova to travel. The distance can be anything from 3 hours to 7 hours, of course, with keeping something in between for lunch and etc. etc. And the next day is going to be a lean day for parents to rest and relax, and for my wife and child to be on their adventure, so that everybody gets their share of rest, change of location, right? When are you traveling with family, with your parents and your wife and child? While you may say it's a vacation, some of them will say it's just a change of location. Okay? Because the number of people in your proximity are going to remain the same, right? And so will be critical analysis and feedback, which some of you may not appreciate, of why, what, when, where. But it is important that when you're planning a vacation, let's say in your one from one place to another you're going, you are considering the flight timings, the access to the hotel if you are with family, if you're with your parents, whether the access is smooth or does it have uneven surfaces a lot, which can result in they not being onto themselves or move around by themselves, right? If they need a hand all the time, or if let's say you gone to a place where you have to walk down like 200 meters in an uneven road, and then again you have stairs and uneven things, they're not going to enjoy it. You'll say, okay, we have a great room. They are not there to be stuck in a room. It's just imagine yourself 30, 40 years later. Would you like to be in a room and stuck and your kids around playing around? No. These are some of the elements. And when we talk about a larger group next after the break, we're gonna talk about a larger group next time. But before that, now let's head on to the general evaluation. Introduce the role players for today's meeting. So, do we have the general evaluator? Is the general evaluator for today?
Toastmaster Shaunak.
Toastmaster Shaunak is the general evaluator, and you have your tag team.
So I'll be the
नहीं, आज के लिए.
yeah.
Sorry, table topic master. Who's the timer for today?
Play the time.
Okay.
I can play the entire tag team. Toastmaster Mayank. That's
No,
fine.
so let me be the timer.
Okay. And I'm the
Uh,
language evaluator.
You be the language evaluator.
You will Toastmasters.
So Toastmaster, okay. So Toastmaster Jagat is offered to be that timer. Okay, and Toastmaster Anshuman, you can take the evaluation.
Yep.
Language evaluation. Okay. You
I'm
have to come and
already the
explain
language evaluator, just FYI.
Sorry. So इसको टाइमर का होगा विशा स्पीच वालेशन आप अपना टाइमर को बुलाओगे टाइमर अपना बताएगा कि कौन सा क्या टाइम लगेगा और फिर आप बुलाओगे इंक्लूडिंग का लैंग्वेज हुआ ओके It's one and the same. So we have Toastmaster Jagat, who has been kind enough to take the role of a timer today. May I like to invite Toastmaster Jagat to brief us about the role.
Thank you so much. Thank you all, and I am playing a timer role today. I'm audible? Okay, great.
Yes.
And in this meetings, we have three sections. First is the prepared free section. Second is the impromptu table topic section, and third is the evaluation. And evaluation, I am the part of the. I'm playing the timer role, and in the prepared speeches, if icebreaker is not, then minimum time is 5. I will show green color, and then 6 yellow, and then red. Right, on 7, and 30-second would be grace period. If we will speech in table topic, in that time, minimum time is 1 minute. I will show green card in 1 minute, and 1.5 I will show yellow card, and 2 minutes I will show red card. Again, we will get 30-second. If we will cross 30-second, it means we will be disqualified. However, this is our practice ground, so there is no contest. But in contest, surely we will disqualify. Thank you so much. Sonia. Okay. See you and you can share. Okay.
Now, may I like to invite our most promising member, our Toastmaster and most enthusiastic person, Toastmaster Anshuman, as an evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shaunak. All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to play the role of language evaluator for today morning. The language evaluator role encompasses the two traditional roles at Toastmasters, which includes the grammarian and the R counter. I'm going to explain both the roles one by one. The role of a grammarian is to note down the good usages and not so good usages used in the meeting. So please be wary. I'll be noting you down for each of the words that you speak, for the good usages and not so good usages. And my duty is also to share the word of the day with all of us today. And the word of the day today is impeccable. Impeccable describes that which is free from fault, error, or blame. It is a synonym of flawless. Example usage is, although the restaurant was a bit expensive, we found its memorable cuisine luxurious decor, and impeccable service to be well worth the price. I look forward to all of us using the word impeccable in our roles today. And whenever anyone uses the word impeccable, what do we have to do? We have to use the gesture of a thumbs up. So, whenever anyone uses the word impeccable, we all have to raise a thumbs up. All right, so that was me for grammarian. Now, coming to the R counter role, I'll be noting down any filler words or sound that we'll use during our roles. For example, we tend to use you know, like, and that can be crutch words during a speech. And the audience does not like to listen to those filler words. So when you use such kind of filler words, I'll be noting them down and sharing at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sean.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman. And let's make this meeting today impeccable and impactful. Okay. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Ved as an evaluator for Toastmaster Vidu. So, yeah. So now I'm handing over the stage to Toastmaster Mayank. Toastmaster Mayank.
Hi, Toastmaster Ved, can you share the speech objectives for Toastmaster Vidu's speech?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Vidu is delivering her level 1 PhD speech, and the purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and present a well-organized speech on any topic. Notes for me is that speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The speech content and style should work well together. The speech they create must be well focused, well written, and clearly focused. And I wish Toastmaster Vidu all the best. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
No, that is not her. Good. All right. So I want you all to fasten a seatbelt and be ready for Toastmaster Vidu, who's gonna give a speech on a little offbeat topic because she has to try and get comfortable talking uncomfortable. And the topic or the speech title is Love That Was Not Hers. Toastmaster Vidhu, Love That Was Not Hers. Over to you, Toastmaster Vidhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Can you all hear me?
Voice is a bit low.
Can you all hear me?
Better now.
Okay. She was 49 and he was 29. They both met in a concert named as La Festa. He was extraordinary, impeccable. They both had started having conversation. And in 4 hours of discussion and debate, she realized that she wanted to go out with him. He was extraordinary. He was a sculpture artist and a Spanish teacher. He learned Roman architecture and he was making his own house with plants and nature and a fountain in between the house with the columns. He explained her the type of trees, flowers, nature, the trees, the properties of the flowers. They both started traveling. And as the time passed by, their relationship became more stronger. She could not resist He liked to play guitar, and he was part of one band called as Kill the Dog. And the best part was that he used to make his own music by mixing Irish and Fluish music together. And when he used to play that music, she used to feel delicious. Yes. Time passed by, she realized that at such a small age, very beautiful, charming, intelligent man, being so free. And she was moved that he was in a relationship with such an old lady. They both saw the sun rise, the sunsets together, travel to the heritage places, climb and move the heritage places and look to the sculptures, the paintings, the beauty around it. And she always wanted to make love with him on those places. He used to call her Potico, and in Spanish it means a small pig, because he used to think that she was defiling all the heritage places of her area. And yes, he used to also call him back. She used to also call him back Portico too, because he was never said no to her. And then she realized that whenever he looked at children, his eyes beamed up with shine and glow. And then she realized, oh God, oh God, she was about to turn 50. She asked him, John, do you want to have kids? He said, yes, of course. Why not? I would have loved to take him out in the sun and play around with them. And then she realized that she's too old to do that. They cried. They realized even in their dreams, he was ready to give up his dreams. And she was ready to give him kids. But they both knew that it was impossible. After a few days of having this discussion and trying to make sense out of this entire conversations, she realized that she has been free from in her entire life. And she had two children, grown-up children. She has experienced how the motherhood is. And she, for nothing in this world, wanted to deprive him of that experience of having children. So she started asking her friends to come. She started hosting her friends in her place and asked him to come and meet her friends. But he never felt interested in any of them. So after 3.5 years of trying, she was sitting in her terrace, enjoying her morning drink, and suddenly she saw her. Something which was very magical. She was so beautiful. Her essence, she could feel the essence of this girl coming near to her. She was the most beautiful thing on the planet, standing with two pair of legs. And she walked up to her and started off the conversation. After 4 weeks of building the relationship with this lady, who was an art teacher in a school and was a co-author of various books on children. She called her friend, she called him at her place to see and meet this lady. And when they both exchanged their eyes, he smiled. She knew it was good. She knew it was good. She called her friend and said that, tell him that there's an emergency and I have to leave the house. She before leaving the house, she hugged him and he begged her that please don't leave, please don't go. And she returned and she turned to never return. After 4 years, she called him and said, I want to meet you. He was in the nearby vicinity and he was in one of the exhibitions. She was standing in the gallery looking at the paintings. And then a very beautiful girl came from a distance towards her with a 4 years girl having curly hairs, gray eye. She was looking so beautiful, so pretty. Feeling was that as if she's known her for her entire lifetime. She came running and she said, are you a fairy? Are you the fairy? That's it. Thank you. Over to you.
Okay, that was a interesting story which Toastmaster Vidhu just shared with us. And now let's move on to the next speaker. The next speaker we have is Toastmaster Pooja, who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Ashutosh. I request Toastmaster Ashutosh to speak out the speech level and pathways and the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashutosh.
If Toastmaster Pooja can confirm the pathway and the level, like before Toastmaster.
I've already shared with Toastmaster Ashutosh.
Okay, super.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. Toastmaster Pooja is presenting her Project 2 speech of Level 1 in the Presentation Mastery pathway. The objective of her speech is to present a well-organized speech, and she will be evaluated on the speech presented by her for the quality of speech, body language, and use of good words and good grammar, and also on overall delivery of the speech. I would like to best wishes to Toastmaster Pooja. Over to you, Toastmaster Pooja.
All right, Toastmaster Pooja, you may come here. Toastmaster Pooja, conflict resolution, Toastmaster Pooja.
Thank you, Toastmasters, ma'am. Just a quick audio check. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the phrase, change is the only constant? I think most of you must have heard. Now, if I want you to change this word change with the word conflict, how would it sound? Conflict is the only constant. Does it sound relatable?
Yep.
So whether you're at your home, with your family members, with your parents, with your spouse, even with your kids, or you are at your office, with your colleagues, with your peers, with your manager, with your leadership team, conflict is something which is bound to happen. It is something which cannot be avoided completely, but there can be ways to better deal with it. So today I am to talk about conflict and the ways we can handle it better. Essentially, conflict resolution. So this takes me back to one of the recent incident, a little Tom and Jerry fight that we usually have between husbands and wife. One of such incident wherein I had a small conflict with my husband. So I remember it was a Friday evening. I wrapped up all my calls, was very fresh to rejuvenate with my cup of tea. I'm a tea lover, so I want that time for myself. That day, my husband came back home early, and both of us were sitting and chit chatting. All of a sudden, a conversation kicked off wherein he started talking about his cousin who owns a boutique business and he recently started with it. So he left his job, moved over to the boutique business, and my husband was mentioning that he is following his passion. So, as relatives, we should try to contribute by some way. So, he asked me a direct question: Pooja, did you go and buy something from him? So, it was my time of enjoying that tea, but that question was directed to me. I was like, okay, it's a normal question. And I told him, no. And I told him, no, I'm an online shopper and I buy stuff from Myntra. So recently this Myntra sale happened and I bought around 15 to 20 dresses, tried all of them, liked just one, two of them, returned 18 of them. Is it even possible at a relative's place? He could not understand and I did not even try to make him understand. So I said, no conversation, I'll go and buy. But that was in a back burner. Then again, days passed by. He again politely reminded me, Pooja, did you go and buy something? Again, me being the wife, I'm always impeccable, always perfect, flawless. I don't want to go and buy from an offline store. I don't like offline shopping. The third time, he requested in a polite tone, but he added a comment to it. You anyways keep on shopping all the time. What's the problem? I bought 20 dresses, but I just kept two. So am I a person who always keeps on shopping? You can mention time I'm spending, but I'm just keeping two dresses. So how can you say that most of the time I'm shopping? So I still went ahead and said, I'll buy, I'll buy. Until the day came when I was waiting for him to come from office, open the door, and who do I see? My cousin, my husband's cousin, whom we have been talking about from few days now. And I knew it is going to be a World War III in my family now. He came to meet my mother-in-law with a handful of fruits in his hand and offered those to my mother-in-law. That was the intent of he telling me, go and buy something. That is what exactly happened. My husband came, looked at me with that anger in his eye. Did you buy something? The answer was obviously no. So this is what exactly happened. We had a little more than a small fight. It was a bad fight. But then, being into this married relationship for years now, I have two sides to my personality. I have a wiser Pooja on this side who always retrospects after a fight what I could have done better so that the fight could have been handled in a better way, if not completely avoided. But on this side, I have a wife Pooja who knows husband just needs a reason to fight. Today it is this, tomorrow there will be some other reason. So they just need a reason. So now these two Pooja are having a conversation. And the wife Pooja, the wiser Pooja is trying to explain it to wife Pooja what she could have done better. So the first thing that the wiser Pooja tells the wife Pooja, listen, be empathetic. Try to keep yourself in the other shoes. What if you would have had a first cousin starting his own business? Would you have not gone? It was not about buying 20 dresses. It was about buying just a single dress. And then the wife Pooja agrees. Okay, I'll think about it. The second thing that the wiser Pooja tells her is that even if he told you that, it's not about winning or losing in a conversation. It's about embracing the compromise when we are staying together. Nobody is right or wrong in a conversation. wife Pooja somehow agrees to it. The third part that the wiser Pooja tells is forgive and forget. And all of a sudden, the wife Pooja gets furious and says, I am not the one who would say sorry this time. It's not my fault. To which the wiser Pooja explains, it's not about you feeling sorry. It's just about letting go and moving ahead. Do you know what reaction did wife Pooja had on this? Every time we have a fight, he gets normal in another 15 minutes and talk to me as if nothing has happened. And I keep sulking on that thing for 3 days. So I listen to what Vaisa Pooja is saying. And then she gives a call to her friend Shalini and says, Shalini, let's go out for shopping. I'm feeling bored at home. Too much of this nuisance now. So essentially, whether we are right or wrong in a conversation, we should always try to create that perspective wherein all the opinions matter. So whenever you are into a conflict, then very next time, try to listen to the other person. Be empathetic. Try to keep yourself in another's shoes. Last but not the least, embrace compromise and forgive and forget. Life is too short for grudges. And before I hand it over, I love my husband, just in case he gets to hear this speech. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja, for really making
So, Mayank, your voice is not audible.
Can you hear me now?
It's breaking for some reason. I don't know why. But anyhow, you can continue.
I was saying is thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja, for making Toastmaster Guru vegan all the way. Yeah, I think it was a very relatable story for her. Yeah, and we discussed with you many niches in today. It is a YouTube line. And your cousin, and your husband's cousin is there. Okay, understanding the walls that have been made in your house business. All right, so now we move on to the second section of the meeting, which is the most interesting, which is the tip topic session. When Christmas Disha has been the tip topic master, we will give you a random topic and then you are expected to be speaking on it from 1 minute to 2.5. Right?
Toastmaster Mayank, sorry to interject. There's a special request from Toastmaster Ashutosh. He has to leave by 11:30. So if we can do just his evaluation and then move to TT, that'll be helpful.
We can do that, but that's very flexible here.
All right. So over to you, Toastmaster Ashutosh, to quickly share the evaluation, and then we can move to the TT section.
Yes, so can I be pardoned for a minute while I just align the observations I did during the speech of Toastmaster Pooja. Meanwhile, I think Toastmaster Mang can maybe give some of his opinion on the traveling or some other thoughts. Just 1 minute for me.
Sure. Can't hear you, Toastmaster.
Yep. So while Toastmaster Ashutosh is compiling in his observations and noting them down, tell me one thing: how many of you have planned a vacation outside of India? Very nice. What is the solution to the forex markup you have for it? Okay. So
Total amount is it?
okay. So I am still trying to zone myself from the pre-UPI regime to the current regime, wherein internationally, where I used to travel, we used to take for money. And my expectation right now is that when I'm planning my trip for Singapore is like I will have online payments everywhere, but I'm not sure whether the whole world has shifted onto UPI kind of a system or a card swipe, or I still physical paper money dependent. Singapore. Toastmaster Anshuman, is Singapore still a cash kind of an economy, or is it an online?
I last visited 2017, then it was all cash. But maybe I think since it's China dominant, it might have. I think there's elements of what is that WeChat for them, which is like a super app where you can pay, talk, do video calls. So they use WeChat a lot.
Oh, so cash is acceptable otherwise everywhere? Got it. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So Toastmaster Ashutosh, are you ready? Okay.
Toastmaster Ashutosh is very serious about his evaluation. If you disturb him, he'll be writing.
My patience is waning. Is this entertaining? Okay.
Yes,
So
Toastmaster.
anybody who's had
what's the-
adventures, significant
Yeah.
adventures, or the worst kind of an adventure? Worst. Okay. Let's hear from the merchant navy ship.
We can call him on the stage, Toastmaster.
Yeah, why don't you come on the stage? No, no. That's okay. That's get something else. No, no.
I see. Oh, okay. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
So, like I mentioned earlier, I was in the Merchant Navy, and this is a story from the year 2015. I was on a ship called E-Elephant. It was a very large crude carrier. What happened was the ship owner abandoned us, abandoned the ship basically. He declared bankruptcy, and he left us, to take care of on our own. So for 3 months, we were without any contact from the outside world. We didn't have any food coming in. We didn't have any fuel coming in, no water coming in. So it was a situation where we thought we'll be here forever. There was no end that we could see. And we were in near Fujairah. It's a port in the UAE. So there was no help from the local government also. We were stuck in the middle of the ocean for 3 months without any food, without any water, and very little fuel just to generate electricity for our, the lights and fans. So that was a very harrowing experience because we did not know when it will end. Now, of course, I can say that it was only 3 months, but when it started, we didn't know when it's going to end. It can be 1 year, 2 years. So fortunately, someone came and rescued us. It was again some Chinese person, and yeah, lived to tell the tale. Thank you.
So now you get it. All that glitters is not gold, right? All the travel is not always fun. Especially if you're on merchant navy, you can be stuck. Thank God you are at Fujairah and not Djibouti. Right. So now that the time has passed, you can laugh about it. I'm sure it must be a very, very harrowing experience those times. And now, Toastmaster Ashutosh, are you ready? All ready to charge and fire? All right. Can I have Toastmaster Pooja here on the stage so that she's able to listen to the comments?
Stories are the things which can take you from places to one place to another through time travel. You don't need to physically travel. And with your story today, Toastmaster Puja, I traveled to your place. I was imagining myself sitting in your drawing room, listening to the conversation while actually viewing it myself. Very powerful story delivering, I can say, collecting your own experience. I would like to congratulate you and your daring that you dare to select a story from a personal life. Sometimes it's embarrassing to select a topic of your own experience. It can create embarrassment, which you covered, of course, at the end of your speech. Talking about the speech, I can say the choosing of the storytelling as a style of speaking at the beginning of your Toastmaster journey is very, very recommendable. The storytelling is the best way to give your idea or your speech, it creates a instant connection with the audience. When you started your speech, you started with a direct question. Have you ever heard about a fight or a conflict or a discussion? This has created a direct connection with with your audiences. Also, while you are speaking, I would like to again appreciate you for your body language. Your hand gestures were very firm. Your body was firm. It's normally while you are speaking on a dais or in a podium, not virtually, to keep your body stationary is very difficult. But I congratulate you, maintained a posture which was not shaking. Your hand gestures very positive. Your eye contact, of course, would have been better. I observed you have been trying to see only one particular side. I don't know, maybe somebody sitting there, you were trying to observe him. So the eye contact would have been better. Speech delivery, as I mentioned, very well structured, very powerful word selections and analogy selections like Tom and Jerry, forgive and forget. You create annotation of conversation between the two pizzas that also created another level of interest within the your speech. As a recommendation, I would like to give you some challenges. As I find you a good storyteller, you could have added more pauses in your speech delivery to for the audience to be more observant, more connecting. Like when you were talking or some high point that I had a small fight or I had actually a big fight. So that time you could have added pauses in your speech. You could have added voice modulation. Try to when you're delivering the next speak on some kind of a storytelling or interesting topic. Whenever there is a high point, try to change the modulation of your speech. Like, I found this very good, or maybe toning down to something very, very bad, as in bad experience. That could have also added more interest or more fire to your speech. You could have uh, eye contact could have been also better, as I mentioned to you earlier. So overall, a very powerful speech, Toastmaster Puja. From the point of view you are beginning your Toastmaster career. All the best for your future deliveries. Thank you, and over
Thank
to
you.
you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much.
All right. When you are lost, you need one thing. Guess what? When you're lost, direction. No, you need Disha. And we have Toastmaster Disha, who's our table topic master.
Wow, wow.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. So, after the two very wonderful and relevant in current time speeches, let us move back to the theme of our day through these table topics that we'll be having now. So, I would like to start with Toastmaster Shaunak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Disha, for showing us the direction.
Yes. So, Toastmaster Shaunak, do you prefer traveling solo or in a group? Do you prefer traveling solo or in a group? Toastmaster Shaunak.
So, being a very social person, I prefer to travel in a group. Could be a time long back when I was a bachelor, I would have think about it, but not anymore. Because I love people around me. I like to explore new things, chit chat, sitting with them, enjoying my meals or drinks. So being a social person, if you ask me to stay back at home the whole day, I'll get, totally lost what to do because I need people. I need engagement at every step, be it in office, be it at home, or, when I'm outside with my friends and all. So that's my personality is. And I love moving out with people, and more the merrier, because if you have a big group of people, you can plan a lot of things with them. If you are in a hotel where you have nothing to do after evenings and all, with people being around your love and near and dear one, you can plan a lot of things. You can do a lot of stuff. And I love, when I see children playing around me doing mischief and other stuff that I used to do when I was a child. So that really ignites that childhood inside me. And that's how it is. And it- I think that's one of the main points when my wife gets really annoyed with me at times, because at times he wishes that both of us should go and hang around for some lunch or dinner, or even just to grab us coffee. But I used to just make a call to my friends, are you going to join us, or let's come hang around. So for my wives, it's very annoying at times, but that's how I am. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaunak. It was good to know that you're very social and you like to travel in a group. We would now move on. I would request guest Toastmaster Jagat to take up the next table topic.
Please address them as. Yeah. Hello, Disha. I'm audible.
Yes, you are. So, Toastmaster Jagat, do you prefer a planned itinerary or a spontaneous adventure while you travel? Do you prefer a planned itinerary or a spontaneous adventure while you travel? Toastmaster Jagat.
I prefer planned vacation because we don't know that where are we going and what kind of things we will get. If things are planned, that will be helpful. And why I am saying, because right now generally I will make plan with my family. So if I am very much concerned, in fact, everybody is concerned about the family. Similarly, I also concerned about my family, so I prefer the planning whenever I will go for the vacation, which kind of hotel and uh, the path or like the hotel. The other thing I will ensure that rest of the things I will give the second priority, that where to I will visit, maybe temple, maybe a good place of that location. But I will prefer planning, proper planning, because without any planning, yeah, if in case I'm I'm a bachelor, and then I got some assignment where I have to go. So without any second thought, I will uh, take my bag, and then I will go for the take a bus. In fact, I will not take any Innova, but I will I will take a bus, roadways bus, and then I will start my journey, and I will enjoy each and every moment of that travel, because I believe is that uh, journey is more important than destination. So even I share this thought to my kids whenever they are going to sleep during the car drive. So I generally suggest that kids, please wake up and see around all the things, and watch the flyover, watch the buildings, because journey is important than the destination. And that's what. So eventually, or I am concluding my speech over here. I will prefer the planning. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Interesting, Toastmaster Jagat. It was good to know that you prefer a planned itinerary. Even I resonate with that because I also prefer a planned vacation rather than a spontaneous vacation. Thank you. So now we'll move on to our guest and to be Toastmaster Jaswant for the next table topic.
Am I audible?
Yes. So Toastmaster Jaswant, when traveling, do you prefer staying in a hotel, an Airbnb, or some other kind of accommodation? Toastmaster Jaswant, when traveling, do you prefer staying in a hotel, an Airbnb, or some other kind of accommodation? Over to you.
Okay. So well, there could be a few situation if I select hotel, Airbnb, or hostel. So So I travel like with my friends, with my colleagues, office colleagues, and with my family. So if in case I'm traveling with my friends and with my few of my colleagues, then definitely we should stay anywhere. I mean, we could stay in hostels, we could stay in Airbnb, wherever we like. We could get to we get more feedback from the group. So while I'm traveling to with my family, then definitely we should consider the hotel more comfortable and more while seeing to no, there could be like best place to stay. So yeah, so mostly I travel with my friends. So we will generally don't whenever we travel to any as such places, we don't book pre-book properties. We generally go and wherever we saw any property, then we could stay there.
Thank you to be Toastmaster Jaswant. It was good to know that you take care of the comfort of the family while traveling. If they are there with you, or when you're solo, you go spontaneous. Great. So now I would like to move on to guest and to be Toastmaster Anshul for the next table topic.
We should.
Yeah. So guest and to be Toastmaster Anshul, your topic is, what type of travel would you choose? A work trip, a family trip, or a solo journey for self care? What type of travel would you choose? A work trip, a family trip, or a solo journey for self care? Guest and to be Toastmaster Anshul.
Thank you for the topic. So I'll begin with each. At least I'll try to think about each topic, and then I'll decide which one I would prefer. So for the first one was traveling with your workmates. That is something I've done in my professional career, because my career was such that I was living where I was working. So we were actually traveling with everyone that we work with. And since I've left that career, I don't think I would want to do that anymore. That is something that I would not prefer, because I'm not, let's say I'm not very used to it. Traveling with what was the other one? Traveling with family, friends. Traveling with friends, yes, I would really like that. That is something I'd love to do. Um, I have traveled quite a bit in the last 10, 20 years. And traveling with friends is something I truly enjoy. It also depends on where I'm going, what the destination is, what the location is, and what is the purpose of visit. If, for example, I'm visiting a wildlife sanctuary, I would want to keep the group small, because, or at least I would like to go solo, because in my experience, I found that at such places, it's better to have people who have similar interests, because we are spending hours and hours, sometimes 12 hours inside a sanctuary, and people who are not interested in that kind of a visit, they get bored, and they want to go away. So it's best in such locations that I travel solo or with a small group. If it's a location like, let's say, Goa, or, for example, Bali, then I would want to go with my friends and or rather my family. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, guest and to be Toastmaster Anshul. It was interesting to know about your interests in and preferences in traveling. Thank you so much. Now I would like to move to Toastmaster Wade for the next table topic. Okay. So Toastmaster Wade, do you prefer relaxing in a vacation or going on an adventure? Do you prefer relaxing in a vacation or going on an adventure? Toastmaster Wade.
So earlier I used to think that whenever we are going to vacation, like I used to think about adventure a lot. But recently I have come to, or maybe like decided that it should be mix of both, maybe some bit of adventure and bit of relaxing as well. So it's not I'm going in the vacation and just out there for every adventure that I can do. Part of the reason is that when we think about vacation, it's more about being relaxed and rejuvenate yourself from the work life. If that the fast pacing world, you want to detach from it, and if you go all in the full on adventure side, it's another world of fast pacing or something like that. So I would like to maintain a healthy balance, maybe more on the relaxing side, maybe once in a while, like let's go for adventure activities. Maybe I would like to plan that. That's how I think about uh, these two options. Thank you. Over
Thank
to
you.
you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wade, for telling us that, there has to be a balance of relaxation as well as adventure in the trips. Thank you so much. Now we'll move on to Toastmaster Anshuman for the next table topic.
Yes, sure.
Your topic is, could you tell us about your most memorable travel experience? Could you tell us about your most memorable travel experience, Toastmaster Anshuman?
One way we try to make our travel experience memorable is with thorough planning. Another way to make a travel experience memorable is by not planning at all. My most memorable experience falls into the latter category when four of us friends planned a trip to Europe. But unfortunately, the country of Italy was not so forgiving in issuing visa to three of them. And I was the only one left with a visa to travel to Europe. Till the last day, I had decided to cancel the trip. But one day before, I decided I'm going to go. Literally, I opened my cupboard. We had not booked any hotel. I just had the flight tickets and the visa. I took out a bag, put any clothes in my bag, and next day I was in Barcelona. As I landed in Barcelona, I booked my hostel in Barcelona where I got to take I got to travel Barcelona on foot in a walking tour, and that was a mesmerizing experience. The people of Barcelona were so warm to me. They nearly hugged me every time because they felt I'm Spanish, because of my complexion matches the Spanish complexion. But unfortunately, I did not know Spanish, so I could not go beyond this phase. Not just that, I had the opportunity to visit many beautiful monuments and experience a lot of activities within Barcelona. Next was Amsterdam, then Rome, and then Madrid, then Amsterdam, then Rome. But that is for another day for me to share how that unplanned experience went. But definitely having an Europe trip backpack totally unplanned was the most memorable for my lifetime. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. What an unplanned solo trip of yours. It was interesting to hear the impeccable experience you had over this trip. Thanks a lot. Now, in the interest of time, we may skip the speakers as well as T-mod for the table topics. So I would hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mayank. We can't hear you, Toastmaster Mayank.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Disha, for covering up the rest of my theme topic as part of the speeches. What I was going to talk about now is planning a vacation for 16 people, of which people had to come down. It was a trip planned for Mahabaleshwar. couple of people had to come down from Hyderabad, Delhi, Bareilly, Bombay. So the location was fixed that okay, we have to travel somewhere, and it can't be near my in-laws' hometown, which is Bareilly or my hometown. We can't be there because there's nothing else to cover other than Nainital there. So the place was thought that okay, where to go, and we said, all right, let's go to Mahabaleshwar. And I was given the responsibility to figure it out. So I said, all right, first let me see when are the flights from Delhi. Oh, flights are reaching at around 7 in the morning or 9:15. Flights from at around 12 in the afternoon. Flight from Hyderabad, 11:30. Flight or a drive from Bombay. They said if we leave in the morning by 12ish, we will be in Pune. So we said, all right, all people are able to arrive at the similar time in Pune, which means that we all can get together into a couple of cars and then travel onward. Accommodation for so many people. Somebody else said, all right, I will find a place. We know very nice, excellent places. All right. I said, find whatever you want to do. Just make sure there is breakfast facility. And because we had several kids, we had like what, 7 kids with us. I think we were much more. We were 2, 3, 5 kids actually, not five, 5 kids. And said, just find a facility. So they found a big Airbnb which had a private pool, a huge lawn, 4 bedrooms, and a butler to prepare foods and fries for kids. And I think it was a great 2 days spent in Mahabaleshwar. Of course, I did not get time to go to pick up strawberries and cherries from farms there. We ran out of short of time. But my realization is that when you have so many people, there is limited stuff you can do because somebody will be ahead in the journey, somebody will be late, and not everything will fall in place. If you want to cover, be ready to stand out and say, I am gonna probably leave and reach at 7 in the morning so that I can cover XYZ, which is not going to be part of your itinerary or subject to itinerary that, yeah, we will see. When people say, yeah, we will see if we can cover that, which means it is not on the list. Make it very, very clear. And that message, the earlier you get, you will understand that. So if you are planning a vacation with your extended family, Vidhu and Pooja, and they say, all right, we will see if you have time for shopping, understand shopping is not on the list. All right. Now we move on to the evaluation section, for which I like to call upon the general evaluator and who will call upon the speech evaluators to give the speech evaluation. And post that, we will have the tag team given the feedback. I just need one clarification. Toastmaster Anshuman, do we have any other session which we missed?
No, we are not doing the learning session today in the interest of time.
All right. All right. Right. So on the stage, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Shaunak. Toastmaster Shaunak, our general evaluator. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. Now I would like to call upon our the speech evaluator, Toastmaster Anshuman, to share his feedback.
Toastmaster Ved.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. My apologies. I would like to invite Toastmaster Ved to share his feedback.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shonak. So, Toastmaster Vidhu, this was certainly a bold speech and outside of your comfort zone. Kudos you for that. You met the speech objectives and delivered a great story. I really enjoyed your speech and it was engaging and hooked me to the story from the beginning. And one thing that stood out for me is that it was very well written. The speech was full of imagery and metaphors. Kudos to that. It was an absolutely delight. Talking more on the content side, uh, it was well organized and your transitions were very seamless. Your start was engaging and you maintained that throughout the speech. So again, great job on that. I like the metaphors and figure of speeches like standing on two legs and turn to never return. Now, let's talk about a little bit on the recommendation side. I felt that you could have used bit more space to build more stage presence. Like to specifically talk on that, like on the right side of you, you were not moving. So maybe like you can be mindful about that, maybe move a little bit on the right side. Another recommendation is that although you had a good vocal variety in the start, but later part of the speech, it was missing. Eh, For example, uh, you have said that she was ready to give up kids. You could have said this with more grimness in the voice. She was ready to give up kids. Maybe like you can what you can do is before after writing the speech, you can identify what are the emotions that you want to convey. And conveying emotions is a very hard job because throughout the speech, if it's a full of emotions, then you have to practice on it. So that way you can make your speech like to and take it to the next level. Talking about delivery spec, throughout the speech, you have used gestures and uh, your vocal variety and facial expressions were spot on. And I also like the role play of the scenarios was good. Maybe you could have like uh, although like this was very spot on, it was good. Maybe add a little bit more on the that will also make it wonderful. You had also maintained the eye contact with the audience. So maybe so. And one of the most important thing that I liked about that I have observed various good poses in between this speech. So that was wonderful, and it gives the audience to time to process what you are saying. So again, overall, your speech was well structured and engaging delivery made it a memorable experience for the audience. Great job on that. Hoping to hear more speeches from you. Over to you.
Yeah. Toastmaster delivered time.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ved, for your brief evaluation. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Jagat to share his feedback on the timings of the speeches.
Thank you so much, TM Shaunak. Okay. Before I will share a timing report, I want to share a one quote. Respect people's time if you want your time to be respected. Now I want to share first prepare speech reports and first speech delivered by TM Vidu. Timing is 8 minute 30 second 70 millisecond. And Toastmaster Pooja Kumar, I believe that both had a competition 7 minute 39 second and 56 millisecond. Kudos to both of you. By the way, very nice speech. And in table topic session, TM Shonak took 1 minute 52 second, 91 millisecond. TM Jagat, 2 minutes 5 second, 84 millisecond. Guest just 1 minute 18 second, 70 millisecond. TM Ved, TM Anshul, guest Anshul, 1 minute 57 second, 46 millisecond. It is a good time, by the way. You did first time, and kudos to you. You almost covered the full time. And TM Ved, 1 minute 1 second, 44 millisecond. So thank you so much. Now come to the evaluation section. Okay, last TM Anshuman. He took 2 minute 15 second, 14 millisecond. And now come to the evaluation section. We had two evaluators, Toastmaster Ashutosh and Toastmaster Ved. And first, Toastmaster Ved took 3 minute, 16 second and 21 millisecond. And
Toastmaster Ashutosh took 3 minutes, 28 seconds, and 22 milliseconds. So within a time they covered and used the grace time as well. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jagat. Now, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Anshuman to share his feedback on the speeches delivered.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shaunak. I'm running against time. So starting with the our counter board, we have Toastmaster Ved with 3 hours, one Toastmaster Shaunak used 2 hour, one like. Toastmaster Mayank, 2 likes, one and. Vidhu and Toastmaster Pooja, your speeches were almost flawless in terms of our counter reports. So one so and 1 hour for Toastmaster Vidhu and one for Toastmaster Pooja. Toastmaster Ashutosh used 2 so's. Toastmaster Jagat in your both the guest speech and time report 3 hour, one so. Toastmaster Jaswant, I think filler words is something you will require to conquer by practicing here. Two are one two while, three so. Toastmaster Anshul, three and. Toastmaster Disha, two and three so's. Word of the day, impeccable, was impeccably used by Toastmaster Shaunak once, Toastmaster Vidhu once, and Toastmaster Pooja once. So definitely good uses of word of the day. In terms of the grammarian report, I had a busy day today morning. We had changes only constant and conflict is only constant. Not completely avoided, sulking on that for 3 days. Forgive and forget, life is too short to hold. Where one can improve his planned itinerary. I think it's pronounced as planned itinerary. I may be wrong. Kudos you for that, should be kudos to you for that. Transitions were seamless. Transitions were very seamless, should be transitions were seamless. Thank you. It was wonderful being your language evaluator for this morning. Over to you, Toastmaster Shaunak.
So much, Toastmaster Anshuman, for your detailed feedback. Now, as a general evaluator, I would like to give few of my feedbacks. Though, first of all, I would like to congratulate each of the role players for flawlessly managing their roles and giving a honest feedback. In terms of the timings, we were a little late, and that also implies for me, we'll try to start on time next time onwards, though we promise that every time. But let's make sure that we stick to the timelines, both in terms of the meeting timings as well as in terms of delivering the speeches. One more feedback that I would like to give here: let's reorganize a day before a meeting, maybe for 5 or 10 minutes, because though we have the structure well in advance for the meeting, but there are some last minute dropouts. So, in order to structure that, let's decide the roles for the people who are going to participate for the next day meeting, so that it will be a seamless transition from one role to the another. And at least for the people like me who are playing certain roles for the first time, who are not very well aware of things, so we can briefly explain them what is their role, what they have to deliver, so that there won't be any confusion and we don't miss on time on things, during that conversation at the time of the meeting. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
All right. So before we wrap up, I think you all are get set ready for planning a vacation. Yeah. The schools have started, but do plan out a winter vacation with your family and the kids. Passionate weekend is coming on 15th. Yeah, with just one day off, you can take 5 days off. Yeah. And I am making the most of it. And I'm going to Singapore at that time. Where are you going? Do evaluate and think about it. Um, Now that before we wrap up, I'd like to call upon one by one on the stage the to be Toastmasters to seek their feedback, their experience, and when do we see them to be called as instead of to be Toastmasters, Toastmasters. All right. So for today, we call upon Toastmaster Jaswant on the stage, please.
Uh, Thank you so much, Yangi. This is wonderful. I like the session. Likewise, I earlier joined two more sessions. So it's good to hear like a lot of I mean roles we played our Toastmasters, and also the topics which we got to know about the things which we never heard, in general. So yeah, in my side, it's a wonderful session of myself. And we are looking forward to be Toastmasters.
Right. So, all right. Thank you so much, Jaswant, Toastmaster Jaswant, for giving your permission that you are going to do a direct transfer to our accounts today. We have the treasurer ready to collect the payment, right? And now, Toastmaster Anshul, please, your feedback on today's meeting, and did we meet your expectations?
Uh, Hello again, everyone. Yes, I enjoyed the session today. It was my very first time at Toastmasters, and after years of wishing and wanting to join such a club, I have learned a lot from everyone here, all the speeches, the prepared speeches, as well as the impromptu speeches. I've learned a lot, yes, and I wish to improve my own abilities and learn in the future sessions. I would like to join and, let's say next week and the further sessions also. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And now on the stage, I would like to call upon a very, very important person, the area director, Toastmaster Jagat, to come and give a feedback on to the quality of our meeting. So that he's going to fill in his area director report based on today's meeting. And if he's not going to give a favorable one, we'll make sure he is. Right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jagat.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. And before that, I met to Anshuman, and fortunately, I'm meeting to Puja Kumar here, and I met to her in oration. And as far as about the club, what I observed about the meeting, very well structured, very well planned, and we have two guests right now, and in fact, what I feel from them that they are not guests for me because you are Toastmaster, because you are coming here, and I believe you are coming second time. So Jaswant and Anshu, I Anshu, Anshul. So you both will complete your registration, and trust me, this is a best club in area H1. I'm saying honestly, and this is not the marketing, because I visited two, three clubs. Even I am also the part of the one club, Orange Toastmaster Club. This is my club, corporate club, and I am running this club earlier as a president. Now people are running it, but still, see, club is not best, not because of the uh, doing the meetings and delivering the speech. It is best because of the experienced people. And if you will uh, look around your members, so we have Toastmaster Meg, we have Anshul, TM Chonak, and lot more mature and experienced Toastmaster here. And from them, we can learn lots. So that's why I'm saying that this is the best club, and looking forward, we would have the table topic contest in coming months, and then speech contest. I am sure that would be the one member would be the winner in the area. So my best wishes for all the members, and thank you so much. I will visit again in coming days. Thank you so much.
Let's not forget. Right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jagat, for your evaluation. Last and not the least, I'd like to call upon stage Toastmaster Pooja to help us that did we fare well on your expectation and did we meet your expectations? Over to you, Toastmaster Pooja.
Thank you, Toastmasters, man. To be very honest with all of you, I'm already a part of two clubs, but somehow the vibe in this club, I somehow feel at home. I don't have the fear of being judged. And that's why the sensitive topic that I have taken, I was still comfortable talking about it. So there is something special about this club, and I keep talking to Anshuman that as soon as I have to renew my membership, this is definitely the first option I would consider. Suits me from lot many perspective, but the best part about is the vibe, wherein I can relate to each one of you, and it makes me comfortable. So it was a wonderful experience, and thanks for giving me chance for giving my speech today. And thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So thank you so much, all the Toastmaster and the guests who are here. And with this, we are concluding today's meeting, unless someone has anything to add before we close the call. If not, then I give you your day back to you. Thank you so much for this very productive meeting, and do have a wonderful weekend. Take care. See you. Bye-bye. Sorry? Yeah, we can do.
Okay, thank you, everybody. You can drop.